Welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome in. In the last chapter of the Cyraxx Chronicles, we covered the beginning of March and the beginning of the Blind Billy arc. In today's chapter, we'll be finishing up the Blind Billy arc and getting into a little bit after that. Apparently, Cyraxx thought his panic stream earlier on the 13th would be enough to make everyone forget about the Billy situation. So later that night, he went live to try to further change the subject.
I just wanted to hop on here and talk about something that definitely does need spoke about, which is how Marty is a delusional idiot. Not to mention he's a creeper, dude. Like Marty, what's your deal, man? Like, what? You think that you could just get away with attacking me and not receive some sort of backlash in return, you moron? Like, Marty, I saw what you said on your stream, dude, and honestly, you're a delusional moron, bro.
I couldn't find Marty's stream from this day, but I'm assuming it had something to do with Billy, which is why Cyraxx intentionally never reveals what Marty said.
Like, you sit there and threaten my family, threaten my life, threaten my girlfriend's life, steal from my girlfriend, try to frame me for theft, and expect to get away with it, dude. Sorry, dude, it don't work like that, pal. And you say I'm delusional? Man, who's the one over here fantasizing about me on someone else's live stream a few months ago, man? Oh wait, that's right, Marty. It was your ass. Same with you, Lava. Why hang out with a loser like him? I can understand if you want to troll people, and that's fine. But like I told you in the last live stream I did, and I'm probably gonna get this stream taken down too, but I don't give two. I stand behind what I said. You are an unfit mother for your children.
At some point during the night, Cyraxx must have realized that the Billy thing wasn't going away, so he again panicked and fired up another stream.
Marty, did you really think I was gonna let you get away with this? Not a chance are you gonna get away with this. So, Marty, I found out that you actually did talk to Billy the other day. But one thing you gotta understand is this. Do you really think somebody is gonna admit to it? Do you really think Billy's gonna admit to me like he did? He's gonna continue to deny that he ever did it. It was already proven by the school that I went to and the police that he did do what he said he did.
Then why did you get suspended, Cyraxx? And why would he tell the school that he was the one who did it? That makes no sense.
You need to up for dude, because I'm tired of your slanderous comments, bro. I'm over here trying to shoot footage on the crew too for a film that I've been working on for the past 4 years, but I can't even do that without you running your mouth like a pussy. You really think that you trying to make me look like a this is gonna work? It's not, dumbass.
He wasn't making you look like one. He was revealing that you are one, and it is stuck to this very day.
Like, you think that just because you contacted Billy, you think that that makes your case better, but it doesn't. You need to let it go.
There were a couple of things that Marty might have actually been able to let go, but this isn't one of them.
So, Marty, I hope you know that come Monday, your ass is done. Do you really think I'm just gonna roll over and bow down to your fake f***ing ass? Not a chance, pal. And babe, I found out that it wasn't, like, Billy wasn't up on panel. It was a screenshot of a message that he had sent Billy, and him and Billy had talked. I looked it up myself. It actually was him. Oh, my name's already been cleared, dude. We spoke to the school. We spoke to the police. They know what Billy did. That's why they removed me from that school, because of what he did, so it didn't happen to me again.
No, Cyraxx. Sally just talked them into believing you're far more disabled than you actually are, and they removed you from the school so Billy didn't have to be around the creature who assaulted him.
I'm not a f***ing rapist. I don't touch little kids. If anything, that's Tony. Yeah, that's the thing, Big T. Marty wouldn't hurt me.
Let's make a note of this and check back in 2023.
I could outwalk that dude.
The next morning on the 14th, Cyrax would attempt to just ignore the situation and return to normalcy with a coffee and chill stream.
But today's coffee and chill stream is going to be a little bit different than the norm. I know you guys have been wanting. Today's coffee and chill is going to be super dope. But the reason why today's coffee and chill stream is going to be different, your boy's going to be signing some CDs. As you can tell, it's spray paint based, which is super lit. Whatever, dude. You know, it's going to be dealt with, man. Don't worry about it. This is going to be dealt with tomorrow. You know, he ain't going to be able to do me ever again. Because in the end, justice is going to get served.
This would end up being a lie because you still aren't in prison holding a much larger man's hand.
Because tomorrow I'm going down to the FBI office. I got all the evidence I need to have those two and Lava locked up for a very long time. Alright, so first CD done. And there you guys go, man. Other than these little trolls, how's my true supporters doing, man? How's my legit fans doing? This ain't the first time somebody's lied about me, and it probably won't be the last either.
The same day, Cyrax's worst nightmare would come true and Marty would go live with Blind Billy on the phone. There won't be any commentary during this part because I really don't know what to say.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Usually, you know, it's fun and jokes around these parts. We like to have a good time, and laugh, be merry and jolly. But tonight we have something serious to discuss. Feels like there's a lot of pressure here to tell the victim's story properly, because for so long we've heard Chance tell his side of the story. He's always very evasive and doesn't want to talk about it. And it should be noted that Billy actually added me as a friend. Like, I didn't go out looking. He's been wanting to tell a story for a while, and he's actually outraged that Chance has tried to spin it around and pin Billy as the violator when the opposite is true. And we all knew that was the case. The fact that he got expelled pretty much says it all. Justice for Billy, indeed. You know, all the coffee sludge in the world isn't going to make this go away, Cyraxx. And let me briefly address the title. Calling Marty out in his slanderous ways. This isn't slander. This is Billy telling his side of the story. Hey, hello, sir. Or not, sir. I'm so sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. Don't
It's
worry.
just a habit. How are you doing tonight?
About as good as I can.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm okay. Sorry about my lateness for starting this. It's just, I guess, a bad habit. Can I ask, like, how you met Chance?
So, the way I met him was after 9th grade. I was actually at a different school for 9th grade. And 9th grade was absolute for me.
I'm sorry.
I had a terrible school, a terrible science teacher, just all around just was pure hell to go through.
Mm.
And North was more of a local school, the one that I potentially could have went to if I didn't have any visual issues and everything.
Sure.
But eventually we ended up getting me to be able to go to North, and I think, if I remember right, I met Chance through one of my other friends who was really helpful.
Did you guys, like, hang out at all, or?
Yeah, we hung out quite a couple times, actually. You know, rather if it was just me kind of just walking down to his place just to hang out for a little bit. You know, usually just played games, you know, just acted like normal friends.
Mm-hmm. Apparently he said that he would get into fights all the time, that he would beat up, like, the football players.
That just sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me, honestly.
Well, that's what
I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, if you have people that are 5'7", 5'9", however damn big.
he's like 5'1". Yeah, he's a very short guy. Yeah, he claims to be a professional musician, even though he makes literally 75 cents in the past 10 years from his music. And he just quit being a professional e-racer, which is a video game where he says he's an athlete. And he's delusional, of course. Was he always this delusional?
Was he always? Honestly, I don't think it was really ever this bad. He seemed pretty normal when we were in school.
Did you know that he got arrested for strangling his grandmother in 2012?
I had heard about something like that through one of your videos, actually. That's actually, you know, that brings me back to a point. You know, I was actually going to say, if you didn't get arrested for that kind of shit, you should have.
From what I understand, it seems that Sally doesn't want to, she feels too bad about sending him to jail, and they handle everything in-house.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
With all the bullshit lies he's been spreading, basically saying, how he was the one, quote, by me.
Mm-hmm.
That sure as hell ain't true.
Let's get into like the events that led up to Chance going over on that night. He said that the power went out in the neighborhood.
So the thing with the neighborhood, that is a possibility. Because of how weird the power lines were, because some of them were underground. That could have been the case, or one of the other cases was his older brother had to go to the ER because I believe he had broken his arm or something. There was some sort of reason, and he had to stay over then. So I can't remember if it was because of the power outage or if it was because of his older brother having to go to the ER.
But yeah, his brother did die of cancer. But I do know that Chance was so unmoved by it that he didn't even go to visit him in the week and a half before he died in the hospital.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah. As we peel back the layers on Chance, it just seems that he has no conscience at all. Did you ever meet his grandmother?
I can't remember if I did. If so, it might have been maybe once, but I don't remember, honestly.
Well, I'll tell you what Cyrax said happened first. He said that he went over to go and play video games at your house because he said the power was out. He said that he was up in your room and that he was lying face down and you ripped his pants off and him.
Yeah. Okay, so if I had done anything like that, he could have easily pushed me out because I only weighed about 100 pounds. If not 90. So there's no way in hell, even with the limited vision that I have,
Sure,
that I would have done that kind of stuff. I'm not that type of person.
Yeah, I've always said it was like a dark room, with your visual impairment.
Yes, because this was during the night that it happened. So it was about probably, I want to say maybe early spring, maybe late spring, if not early fall. I can't remember, unfortunately. But my room always got really warm during the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
And, so we were up in my room, it was late at night, probably 1 o'clock on a weekday. And, when it gets hot, guys tend to take off their shirts and everything, that kind of stuff, just to keep cool.
Sure.
So I did that, didn't really think much of it. And I was either on my belly on the floor or I think I was searching for something. And the next thing I know is I'm in a doggy style position and basically my pants and underwear come off, or at least down to the ankles, and he basically gets behind me and just starts himself on my ass, basically. Nope. But I want to say it was probably just a way to get himself back. Who the hell knows? And then he flipped me onto my back, or at least moved me onto my back, and ended up sucking and jerking me off until I ended up bleeding. And he seemed to have enjoyed that, because when I was about ready to ejaculate, he had said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, I can hear it."
I mean, I'm sorry. There's a lot to process here.
And at this point, I had never given any type of consent whatsoever. And, when stuff like that happens, sometimes it takes your brain a while to process.
Sure.
My brain, unfortunately, did not process anything until after.
Did you say no? But you were in shock. You were like a deer in headlights,
right,
and paralyzed.
Yes.
Did he tell you not to tell anyone, or was there any sort of interaction afterwards?
If there was, I don't remember. I don't believe that there was. If so, it was just something small, like just kind of being all buddy-buddy.
Right on.
So what happened after that, like I said, we ended up going to school the next day. And
okay, really briefly, just because he said that he slept over at your house afterwards. Is that not true?
No, that's not true. As far as I can remember, that is not true.
Sure.
Because after that incident, his mom got called after I had given a note, or at least wrote a note down to the office. And, she was kind of mad at me about it. Like, why didn't you tell me about it? It's like, well...
Yeah, because your son prayed on.
Yep, it was just like, I needed someone to talk to, and I sure as hell, didn't know who to turn to. And it was like, I'm just going to go with the first person that, want to listen. There was no, as he put it, scratch marks on him, or didn't elbow me in the jaw or anything like that. Because, hey, if that would have happened, that would have woken up my parents, because that would have started a fight.
What did the school board do in response?
So I'm kind of going off a little bit of memory from what I can remember.
Yeah.
So after I wrote the note and everything, they contacted our parents, You know, the whole usual thing that they're supposed to when shit goes wrong. You know, I had to get checked to make sure, you know, I didn't have anything, which I knew I didn't, but, you know, they still wanted to make sure and everything, you know, because there was no or anything. He, as far as I can remember, he got suspended for a couple days, and, you know, that's when his mom basically had called me and said, you know, something along the lines, if I can recall this conversation correctly, why didn't you come and tell me about it? You know, we could have worked out something.
What's there to work out, you know?
I don't even know, honestly. In a case like that, it's like,
Crazy.
you know, you can't always talk with, you know, your children. Sometimes they got to learn the hard way.
It's the best way to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask what the letter said? Like, did you tell them who it was? Did you tell them, like, how graphic was the letter, or did they kind of dig it out of you?
They didn't dig it out of me at all, actually. I wrote everything down. It was probably maybe a page or two long, and it was just me basically explaining what had happened the night before. You know, even if stuff didn't happen in school, it's still just, you know, it's a good idea to at least let, you know, the school know that, hey, you know,
Sure.
this thing happened, and, you know, maybe keep an eye on this person in case they decide to do something else.
He said that he was proven innocent, but yeah, I agreed.
Yes, he was suspended for a couple days, and, you know, I could see him in the halls and everything, and he wanted to try to make up. I'll just try to be friends. And I can't remember exactly what I said to him. I said to him something, but I just ended up, you know, I said something and I walked away from him, like, basically thinking to myself, you have no idea what the you've done, and how much damage you can cause to people with this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because it is a damaging damn thing, and, you know, it's like that saying goes, treat others the way you want to be treated. Unfortunately, it seems to me he doesn't know that.
Yeah, and it's not even the act itself, but he's trying to turn around and call you the rapist. I mean...
Sorry, but I'm not that type of person.
No.
Now, to answer a question that I think a couple people had asked before, of why we didn't take it to court or anything, the reason behind that is most courts would take it as, oh, you know, just two teenagers playing around. And plus, if it was a case and everything, you know, there wouldn't have really been any evidence. So that's really unfortunate in a sense, but also kind of a blessing in disguise. You know, you have a better chance of a case in a male-female kind of thing because there's, you know, more evidence there and everything compared to a, you know, same-sex one.
True.
He might just be living in his own little fantasy world, but you know what? The one thing that I've learned, you can't live in a fantasy world forever, because when comes and breaks down, you get to fall right on your ass.
Yeah, he certainly seems to be more than comfortable living there, for the time being anyways.
I believe that about covers most, if not all, the important details Billy told us, but later on in the stream, Cyraxx would join in to let his displeasure about his dark secret coming out be known.
All right, so he's here right now. Should I just not let him on?
He's probably going to go complete ape shit with this,
well,
and I would not be in the least bit surprised.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He's a total idiot. You know, like it's. Oh, he's literally pounding his fist right now.
Hey, Billy, why don't you shut the f*** up on the truth, you ass little bitch? Why don't you tell them the truth about what you did to me, you bitch?
I removed him because he's screaming. I hope you're not uncomfortable with that.
That's real mature.
Hey, Billy, you're a f***ing liar, you f***ing ass little bitch, and you know it. And Bill...
You can't say the F word, Cyraxx. You will not be allowed here.
You know,
if I were you, I wouldn't trust this f***ing...
I mean, he's calling you the F word while your dick was in his mouth.
I mean, yeah, but you know...
There you go, Cyraxx. There you go.
Come on, Billy. Why don't you tell them the truth? Tell them the truth about how it was acquitted and how it got let f***ing go, you ass. Hey, Billy, tell them the truth, you this little
acquitted. So, did this ever become criminal?
Tell them the truth, Billy. Tell them the truth.
Never become criminal.
You punk ass. Punk.
This whole
tell them the goddamn truth, boy.
How annoying.
The truth. And Marty, why don't you...
Yeah, that's the appeal.
Just like a kid on Call of Duty.
That's the appeal.
Billy, listen, bro. You and I both know. You and I both fucking know that the schools removed me for my own safety, so I wouldn't. After what you did to me, you ain't nothing but a ass little loser who honestly deserves to be behind bars like the rapist say you are, you punk ass little.
Get over
Hey Billy, hey Billy, why don't you tell the truth? You tell the truth, you loser, because you and I both know you're lying through your punk ass teeth. You and I both know that I know you better than any mother. You and I both know that I know you better than anyone. You and I both know that you did that shit to me, you. And honestly, Billy, lucky I'm not there right now.
Yeah, he seems agitated. Sorry, 1 second, sorry, because I think I muted you.
Irritation. That's for sure. That's real for sure.
Yeah, he seems that when confronted with the truth of his actions, he just ran away. Yeah, they're saying, we believe Billy, you are nothing, you're a monster chance. Why would you beat up a blind kid? It's over for you.
The only victim here is the one.
I don't think so, pal.
Getting raped by him.
After running away when Marty muted him like he always does, Cyraxx would start up his own stream.
Hey Marty, since you don't want to let me on your stream, I'll spill the goddamn truth right here. I'll spill the truth right here. Hey Billy, why don't you tell them the truth, you little. Tell them the truth about how you raped me. I didn't do a goddamn thing to you when you know it. And Billy, you and I both know that I know you better than any other motherfucker on this goddamn platform. Nobody knows you the way that I know you, you. You and I both know what you did to me. And you want to sit there and play the victim? I don't think so. Tell them the truth. Because let me tell you right now, Billy, if you don't stop this, you and I both know. I know where the I don't live that far from you. So trust me when I say, if you don't tell them the truth, I will for lying on live stream.
I mean,
He sounds like a broken record, honestly.
truly a scratchy one at that.
Yep.
Tell them the truth.
I'm surprised he hasn't thrown out his voice.
Because let me tell you right now, Billy, if you...
I'm just waiting for him to break the shit out of his keyboard and his computer. To be fair.
It just froze.
Later on during the stream, Tyler would join and Cyraxx would come back.
Wait, here, I got Cyraxx here. 1 second.
All right, yeah, sorry.
So, Billy, you're gonna tell the truth yet?
Let him
You're gonna speak? No, you're gonna speak up and tell the goddamn truth about what you did to me? Tell him the truth, because believe me when I say you forget, you seem to forget. Do something. See.
Keep digging your grave. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep digging that grave of yours.
I think his grandmother just pulled the internet out on him, to be honest. Truthfully, his thing just froze. His grandmother's already yelling at him.
Hey, Marty, why don't you quit cutting me off, you little. And Billy, tell Billy, tell Billy, tell, and Marty, quit your laughing, otherwise I will call.
I think Sally ripped the internet.
Oh man, dude, he just keeps on going up there.
He's got a lot of fight in him.
The entire stream was 2 hours long and I highly recommend it, so if you want to watch it after this video, I'll link it in the description. This stream is labeled as the 14th also, but Cyraxx says he went on Marty's stream last night, so either he's confused or this is really from the 15th.
Now, I know a lot of you guys are gonna come in here and start trolling me and and it's whatever. I want to talk about something that I've never really talked about before, so that you guys have a good idea about what I deal with. A lot of people don't realize just because I'm doing this, I'm doing that, like people don't think that I deal with mental issues like being depressed, going through PTSD, having to live with bad things that have happened to me.
This may seem a bit extreme, but I firmly believe that Cyraxx is incapable of feeling sadness. He feels sadness in the same way a kid would be sad if you told them that they can't have a toy they want at the store. Except in his case, it's the same way no matter how severe something is.
And how Marty and his friends bully me, and how I was 13 years ago, and how I am now being made out to be this that I'm not. I'll be straight up honest. Last night, after I saw what happened and after I went off on Billy and Marty, the only thing I could do was sit there and cry. Like, people think that just because I'm a rising star on YouTube that I don't deal with pressure, I don't deal with depression, I don't deal with, being bullied and this, that, and the other, but I actually do.
Even when he's trying to sympathy bait, he has to stroke his own ego by referring to himself as a rising star.
Marty sits there and threatens my life and expects me not to fire back. And then when I do fire back, he gets pissed. He gets angry and finds a reason to make me look like because he can't handle the truth. He can't handle the fact that I outsmart him every time.
Cyrax is quite literally talking about himself and he doesn't even realize it. Or maybe he does, but he's too prideful to admit that.
You guys have it easy compared to what I deal with. And now I have to live with being called a every day when I didn't do anything.
No tears, no change in facial expression, and an obviously forced, sad voice.
Oh yeah, I confronted him last night on Marty's live stream. I straight confronted his ass and flat out told him to tell the truth about how he did me 13 years ago. And I flat out told him if he doesn't tell the truth, I will go to... You can go back and watch the live stream. You can go on Marty's channel and see for yourself. I straight out went at him. Oh, trust me, Triple. Starting tomorrow, things are gonna start getting better. Post-traumatic stress and more on my life. Tell you everything about. Matter of fact, let me give you guys a full taste of what it is that I deal with. Eyes when I fall out, no. Alright, so here's the situation with the CDs, guys.
Cyrax is having a situation in his pants. He's over here digging in his butt midstream. After being eviscerated by Marty and Billy, Cyrax will start up a cover stream to regain his ego.
Now, some of you might hate me for something I didn't do, and I don't care. This show isn't for the haters. This show is to raise awareness for people like myself. Is there two sides? And all you heard was two sides. I know the truth. My family knows the truth.
And you and your family both know that you're lying.
Every day for the last 13 years, I've had to live. I have to live. And Billy, this one's for you. Exercise.
I didn't find anything for the 15th, so moving on to the 16th, Cyrax would go live to tell us all about something horrible that Marty did to him.
As you guys know, I've been dealing with a lot the last few days. I want to talk about something here, and I want to talk about what the Marty did to me.
You mean what you did to yourself?
Like, for real, because what Marty has done to me is a whole new level. Even for him. Like, Marty, I would have figured you being a guy, you'd have more sympathy. You would actually understand what I'm going through, man. Because honestly, Marty, I never would have humiliated you the way that you humiliated me. And if you guys don't know what's going on, let me fill you in. Last night, me and Tanya, yesterday, let me start from the beginning. Yesterday, I wound up going to the hospital. Yesterday, I went to the ER because I noticed that I was swollen up. They told me that it was an infection. And I found out I was doing some things wrong, with my hygiene, which I can understand. But me and Tanya were sitting down talking, and she was worried. So I showed her, that way she could take a look and see how bad it was, because she was seriously worried. And little did we know that during our conversation, her phone would go in and out. Well, we didn't realize this, but somebody at the time, yeah. Hold on, guys. We didn't know somebody had broken in or had been monitoring mine and hers conversation. And then this morning, we had found screenshots as well as a YouTube channel plastered all over the place.
So what I'm gathering is Cyrax sent a picture of his infected WinRAR to Tangerine Cat, not knowing she's a troll, and it got spread around.
Marty needs to quit this crap. Yeah! Hold on, guys.
And that's going to wrap it up for chapter 24 of the Cyrax Chronicles. We covered the end of the Blind Billy arc, and we ended off on March 16th. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm trying something new with the intro and ending videos. Instead of the usual characters dancing, I'm creating these little mini scenes or mini stories, whatever you want to call them. So let me know which one you guys prefer. But as always, like the video if you liked the video, subscribe, send it to your buddies, or don't. Later.